Hey everybody, welcome back to LDRS Creative. We are in studio. I'm sorry.
Where are you?
I know I almost said in-house tonight. We're in studio tonight. I'm still a little hoarse. I'm still gonna have a cough every now and then, and periodically I might have to. You may not hear me, and you may not see my hands moving like when we're over camera because I'm still recovering. So hello to everybody who's coming in. I'm so happy to see you. I've missed you guys. It's been 2 weeks. I was so bummed when we could not go live last week. But a big hello to everybody who's coming in. Hello. I know I saw Margaret Chapman. I saw your sweet message, so thank you so much for your hello. Gladys is here. Welcome, Gladys. Teresa Jarvis is in from Fremont, California. Rita Matina, hello. Christy Meter is here from Texas. Seal is in from Pennsylvania. Nicole is in the house tonight as well. Oh, hi, Leslie. Leslie from Cobblestone Creek Studios is here. Welcome, 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 darling. Make sure you put put links and everything to your store. Cobblestone Creek is in Oregon, and we're going to be heading out there at the end of next month. We've got to get all the details going on that. Hello to Lori Higgs. Is coming in from very hot Robert Lee, Texas. Wendy is here from Saskatchewan. Brr! That just sounds cold. Barbara is here from Bluffton, South Carolina. I missed you too. B is here from Wellesley, Ontario. Terry Daniel from Colorado. Hey Cassie, good to see you here again too. Chris Bergen is in from Indiana. LC is here from St. Catharines, Ontario. Welcome, welcome, welcome. E. Miller is from right here in Michigan. What, Alan?
I'm just looking at where you're reading.
Oh, Deirdre is here from Montreal. And who else is here? Lise? I'm not sure. Is it Lise? Lise, so I'm not sure how to say it. Lise? Welcome from Pismo Beach, California. Kathy Kiles is in from New Jersey. I'm so excited to go out there too, Leslie. I cannot wait. Sandy Gaffney is here from Southern California. Carol is in from St. Joe, Michigan. And Brenda is here from Kentucky. So welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can tell, I'm still working on getting my voice back. So please excuse all of my throat clearing that I'm going to be doing and coughing and so on. Again, I am so sorry I had to cancel last week. I hate it when we have to miss 2 weeks in a row. But there was just no way I could do it. I ended up with, I was just so sick with a really bad sinus infection, and that would not have been pretty, and I probably would have just made nothing but a mess on, on the live. But thank you to those of you who sent me, a sweet and kind message. Interesting. It's interesting. People are funny. I always, I appreciate how kind everybody is. All of you. It's just such a nice relationship, and I really love that we get to do this all the time, and I love that everybody joins us and we get to know each other. To some degree doing this, and it's just so much fun. And it's always really shocking. Sometimes I actually received a bit of a nasty message from somebody. I'm not going to mention who it was. If she's watching tonight, I'm sure she knows who it is. But it was shocking because I think that the gist of it was basically it's, for you to cancel. It was, you cancel and I can't be rescheduling, around you. And she said, I'm never going to shop with you or basically, talk nicely about your company ever again. And I went, wow, okay. Good thing, how does she know where I am and what's happening, or if something, terrible happened with my husband or my son, or it was just kind of, I thought that was just so unkind and kind of cruel, because I do this out of joy. I love doing this, and it's a completely free class. And, and when we have to cancel, it's either we're sick or there's some kind of an emergency. And I just thought it was just quite nasty. So to that person, if you happen to be watching, I'm perfectly fine with you not participating with us anymore, because I really want all of the other kind individuals that join us here all of the time. That's who I want to participate with and get to know and enjoy my Thursday evenings with. So there is my spiel. Got that off my chest. And yes, Kathy, it was very unnecessary. I agree. So we're going to move on because we're here to have fun. We're here to enjoy ourselves and maybe learn a little bit. So we're gonna kind of go overhead and we're gonna see what's gonna happen tonight. What, Alan?
Do we have any announcements or anything?
Do I have any announcements?
I don't know.
I don't know. My head's still a little foggy.
Are you going anywhere?
No, I don't have anywhere that I'm going right
Okay.
now.
Right.
Not yet. We do have HSN coming up next month, but nothing planned right now. Oh, we do have a Scrapple Latte. We're going to be doing a Facebook Live with Scrapple Latte. We're having to reschedule it. I think it's going to be on the 20th of May at this point. We've got a shipment that's coming in that's a little bit delayed. It's a restock of some of our products. It's all like our picnic stuff, and we want to make sure that those kits for that class are able to get to everybody, so you can join in and do the class with us live. So, but we'll get all that sorted out. That's not for tonight. I do want to mention for anybody who is new here tonight, we do some giveaways. So make sure that you stick around because you do have to be present to be in the running to win. Thank you. I agree, Teresa. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go ahead overhead, and we're going to talk about what's happening here tonight.
What's
So,
happening?
excuse me, I'm so sorry about this little cough going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom in.
Zoom in?
Yes, let's go ahead and zoom in. Okay, so Wendy, you are not late to the party. We're just getting started, so perfect timing. So the bundle for this week is the In the Garden stamp set. This is a 5x7 stamp set. You can see mine has already been, I've already given it some love. And so I'm going to be crafting with this. And then the travel word dies. I thought it would be fun to bring those in. I love these travel word dies because I love to travel. And I think it's fun. Even if, like to send to somebody, like we've got the words in here the words are separate. So it says take and flight, we have bon voyage, and then we have enjoy the journey. So each one of those also has a shadow die. So we're going to be working with those tonight. But I think they're really fun, and it's one of those things that you can use year after year after year after year. Oh, Beth Valone is coming in tonight from upstate New York. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sandy Gaffney is here as well, and Linda says, this is my first time here. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so this is the bundle, and I'm going to be doing some watercoloring. I also pulled in, excuse me. I also pulled in. This is one of our cover plate dies from a previous collection, and I thought it would be really fun to have some texture behind what I'm planning with the beautiful In the Garden floral. So I grabbed this. And I've got my watercolor paper as well. And so we're going to see what happens. So I went ahead, just to get started just a little bit, I went ahead with my watercolor paper, and I already stamped the In the Garden stamp. Now this is one stamp. It is a 5x7 stamp. It's a large floral, so it gives you a lot of space for coloring, and so it's wonderful for watercolor. And I went ahead and I stamped it on an A2 piece of watercolor paper. I need a drink.
You're on.
Okay, sorry about that. So as you can see, I actually left some of the tape on there accidentally. So anyway, I've already done a little bit, excuse me, of watercoloring, and I have some purple paint here. So I had a little fun with these. So I had seen, and this is credit to Cassie, who is here tonight. I saw her paint. I saw her do something with this Rockwell paint, watercolor paint, and I thought, that is like gorgeous, gorgeous paint. And I'd never heard of it before, so thank you to Cassie for introducing me to this. I went ahead and I purchased the Magic Self-Evolving set. It's mineral watercolor, which is absolutely amazing. And if you look at this, and this is out of Canada, but if you look at this, you can see how they look. They have, I don't know how they make it. There's some kind of minerals, it sounds like, in here to me. And yes, I know. When I saw you use this, Cassie says, "Love Rockwell." I had never heard this before, so thank you so much for sharing this because I think it's amazing. The texture and the color combination that you get in there. So when you look at this, it's so easy to paint with. I'm going to get a little cough drop here, so give me a second. It's so easy to paint with because you don't have to layer too many colors in. Like all of this color that you see in here, that is just with one color, which happens to be called royal purple. That's what I'm using here is royal purple. Love it so much, I also went and bought another set.
I'm not surprised.
Because I wanted, it's just different colors. They're just, I don't even know how to describe it. Look at how gorgeous that is. I mean, look at this. They have like these rich blues and blacks in there with these grays, and then you get these rust colors in there from whatever these minerals are that they use in here. It's just incredible. I'm sure I will be getting more. So I went ahead and I played with my color wheel to figure out what I was going to do. So I grabbed this color, royal purple, and when you look at it, you can actually see in the packaging like what the colors look like. So it kind of goes almost from almost like a red violet all the way up to like a dark violet here. And so let me move this over. Sometimes I can't spin this thing very well. There's something wrong with me. So it's kind of in this category here. So I've got like my violet is here. And then if I look at my complementary colors, then I get into the green, and then I get into orange, or I could go kind of a yellow-orange. So we're kind of in between these two. And so I took a look at, so if it's red-violet, then we're in kind of a yellow-orange, and then still we get into a blue-green. That's for, I'm sorry, I want to be looking at split complementary. I'm losing my mind. If you look at split complementary, we're at yellow and green, and then over here, we've got yellow-orange and kind of a yellow-green. And so here's the thing. I wanted to do something with this combination, and so I took a look at what I have in my setup here, and so I ended up grabbing the royal purple. This one is called Magic Wizard, and if you look at it, it does have those beautiful yellows and kind of golden yellows, and it gets into some darker colors. I haven't actually painted with this yet. I have no idea what it's going to look like once I put it on the paper. Oh, thank you, everybody. And then I also grabbed, what is this one called? I can't even see it. I don't know. Something diamond yellow. I can't see what it says. I even have my glasses on and I can't see what it's called.
That's the green now?
But yes, that's the green.
Okay.
So we're going to see how we do. I have some paint here. It's been sitting there for a little while, so I'm hoping I can put some water in it and bring that back to life. Again, it's the first time I'm actually painting with these. So I have a couple of brushes here. I've got, what do I have here? This is a number 4, and this one is a number 2, and they're both round. What else do I have? I've got my trusty, excuse me, towel, and then I have some paper towel in case I need it. Teresa's asking, where can we purchase these paints? I actually had to get them, I got them from their website. If you go to Rockwell, what is the website? Let's see if it says on here. Here's the website, which you cannot see because it's blurry, but I will read it. The website is rockwellart.ca.
Canada.
Yep, for Canada. That's the website. And like I said, the one that I got, because I thought it was really cool, was it's called Magic. And it has a really wonderful array of colors in here that I think are fantastic. And it tells you all about them. It's just really, I just think these are amazing. I've never seen it before, never heard of them before. All right, enough of that. We're already at 7:15 and I haven't done a doggone thing. Okay, So I've colored 2 flowers here. I'm going to go ahead and work with this other flower. I'm going to see if I can bring this back to life with some water, and it's looking like it's happening, so that's good. You can't see what I'm doing. My paint is up too high. Yeah, let's go a little bit, let's go wider so everybody can see what I'm doing. I'm bringing my paint back to life. It dried. I just had a little chunk of it. Oops, oh, now I splattered it. I'm just bringing it back to life. Okay. Now I'm going to have purple, nice purple water.
You need a water change?
We'll see. All right. Let's go ahead and zoom back in so you know where my paint is. When I was doing this initially, I didn't really pay attention to where I was going to be working. I was just kind of playing because, like I said, it was my first time ever using it. So I just kind of wanted to get a feel for it and see how it was going to work. So I'm just going to put a little bit down. I'm going to use now I'm using a wider brush, the 4, to just pull it out, bring it down. I don't paint like Cassie, just so you know. She's a lot better than I am. I think we have different style, which is fine. We'll see how this goes. Let me just pull this up. I'm going to let that do its thing. We'll see what happens. Get a little bit of color. I love this artwork because the lines are so thick on the illustration that it makes it really nice and easy to pull your color out without having to worry about hold on a minute, sorry. I don't think I have enough water. Anyway, it without having to worry about, I don't even know what I was saying. I have no idea what I was saying.
Senior moment?
I don't know, something's going on. Seriously, I have no idea what I was telling you. What's the matter with me? Okay.
Too many meds.
I'm going to move next door here. I think I have too much water in my paint up there where I put the paint. Oh, I know what I was saying. The lines are nice and thick. So I don't have to worry too much about going way over to another area of the image. Because it won't flow together like it just did because I put too much water on. I have too much water. I'm going to let that dry.
On the paper or on the...
I have too much water on the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's bleeding in. That's what happens. That's what happens when I'm live. I don't like how this looks right here. Let me dry this off. Let's see if I can scoop up some of this water. And then we'll pull this down. And then hopefully we'll see some of the other colors come through. So pretty. I'm going to move. I'm going to skip one and come over here. Teresa's reminding me. Yeah, about what I was telling you. So thank you, everybody. I am so, honest to goodness. If I get interrupted these days, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me put that one down. It's, if my train of thought gets interrupted these days, I have no idea how to get back to it anymore.
We propped you up for the live, but we didn't think to your brain any vitamins or anything.
Yeah. So I'm literally just pulling this down toward the tip of that petal. And I love all the different colors that you get with it. I'm just going to let that go. But look at all the different blues and purples that are just in there. I don't even have to bring different colors in. It's so amazing. Yep, we just got the site up there for you for Rockwell, for the paints. They have different paints, you know, different things on their site. Like I said, this set that I got is called Magic. And I absolutely love it. You know, they are a little pricey, but oh my goodness, they're worth it. Look how gorgeous that is. I mean, you seriously cannot go wrong with it. It's just crazy. Okay, I'm going to leave that purple there. Oh, actually, I have a couple little spots here where I need to get. I'm just going to get a little bit on the tip here. And just put a little bit right here. I just want that to be a tiny, tiny bit. Got some water on my brush here, but not much. Just really soft. I keep trying to handle 2 paintbrushes at one time. I'm not that good. Just a tiny little bit there. I think these paints are great for beginners. I will tell you, when you go to squeeze some of it out, just be very careful because you don't need a lot. Just be very, very gentle when you go to squeeze it out of the tube, because you do not need a lot. I think they're wonderful because for beginners, because you don't have to. I don't have to mix different colors in here. Just, I think the painting goes by so much faster. You know, if you look, there's beautiful blues and pinks and everything in there already, and it's just amazing. Sometimes I just smooth out some of the lines a little bit. I think it looks beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to leave that. Jamie says she's just starting to experiment with watercoloring. I think these are phenomenal. The one that I got is called Magic. Okay, right here, it's called Magic. And it has beautiful greens, pinks. It has some yellows in here. It's got, this is obsidian brown, which is, you know, it doesn't even look brown, but I'm sure there's some kind of chocolatey brown in there. Here's a lapis brown, beautiful greens, blue greens, pinks, opal yellow. There's actually probably, that's like got so much lighter yellow in there. It's just beautiful. I think it's a really great palette. Okay, so I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I could add some darker, like in here I added some darker in the center, but I think I'm just going to leave those alone for right now. I'm not going to move into the centers with the yellow right now. I want everything to dry really well. And now I'm going to work with this green, and I'm going to hope and pray that this looks really good. I'm just going to squeeze a teeny tiny little bit out. Come on, you. Like I said, I'm being very, very cautious, very gentle. Oops. All right. It's just kind of a little oily. So let me just get a little bit of green here.
That's the way to do it.
So I have a tiny little bit now. Let's see how we do. Normally I would squeeze a little bit out, but let's just see what happens. Tiny little bit. And where are we going to go? I'm going to come down here. I'm thinking, well, I'm just going to come in here. A little bit of green. A little bit of green. Just kind of work it a little bit. I'm just kind of let that be. I'm just going to let it be. I'm going to do another one right up in here. There we go. Push some back up into the center, maybe. There we go. I just think it looks so gorgeous. Look at that color in that green. It's so pretty. Let me turn this around. So that's the one I was working with right there. So I'm going to come over to here. I'm trying not to put my hand down on it, but I'm just going to get some color, maybe a little bit out to the side here, and see. Ooh, pretty. Look at the depth of the color in there. It just, like, some of the areas get really dark. It's so cool. I think it's just like some of the coolest stuff. Okay, so all I'm really doing, let's see, I'm going to do this one. This one's on top. All I'm really doing is putting green in like at the base of the leaf. I'm gonna have to get some more paint. I'm running out. But I'm really just putting green at the base, and then just with the water on the brush, pulling it out to the edge, out to the end. And we'll see what happens. I'm gonna put some, just a little bit in here. I'm going to move that out. Just a little bit of variation. Just for a little variation of color. Pretty. Pretty. Clean off my brush. I do have a little bit here. And I'm going to dab just with some water because I went outside the line. But look how cool that is looking already. Oh my gosh. You're so funny. You always make it look so easy, but I gotta tell you, this isn't me. This is the paint. This is seriously the paint. What is happening here?
Need some help on that?
Yeah, hold on. It's just like, let me do this off camera here. Hold on a minute. Put the lid on this one. Don't like what's coming out of it, so hold on a minute. There we go. Okay. I just gave it a little bit of a push with the lid on. Okay. Just to kind of squeeze it and give it a little bit of a mix. need some water in here. Thin this out. There we go. All right, I'm going to move over to here. So there is a leaf underneath there, but I'm not going to deal with that one right now. Come up here. I have to keep putting this down because I'm not coordinated enough right now to hold two of these. Just give that a little move with the water. Work up with it. Get some of that water off because it's a little dark. There we go. Cool. Oh, thank you, Lori. I like watching people paint too. I don't get to, but I do like it. I feel like I don't talk enough when I paint though. Sometimes, I think, for some reason, I think this is supposed to be a little green over here. So we're gonna go with it. Just put a tiny little dab. Little dab will do ya. So is anybody crafting tonight with me? Is anybody crafting at the same time? Barbara Cohn is saying, do you wet your paper or just the brush with the paint? I'm actually doing, I'm not doing, if I wet the paper first, it would be like a more of a wet to wet technique. I'm going to smooth something out here because I've got a little bit of a puddle and I don't like how that looks. So I'm actually not wetting the paper first, but I do have, I did mix a little bit of water into the paint first. So it's not a completely, you know, it's a wet to dry technique, but it's the paper itself is dry. Need a little more water in here. There we go. So the paper was dry. I got a little bit of water in that paint, and now this brush is very wet. And I'm just moving it through, but making sure I don't have too much water on it, because I don't want a puddle. And sometimes I go back in with a clear brush and just kind of move the paint back to where I want it to be darker. And sometimes I do it too much and I lose the color entirely. And then there's little bits like this one right here where I go outside. Get that with a little bit of water. See if I can push it back in, which I did. That one pushed back up. So I am going to, so like right here, it all kind of faded together. It's not quite like I wanted it, but that's all right. I'm going to fix this. I don't like how this looks. Put a little bit more. There we go. And I'm not mixing, I'm literally just keeping, because I like the different colors in, like the leaves actually, you can see some blue in there. It looks so cool. I love those other colors that are in there, so I'm not mixing any other colors into the leaves right now because I just want to see how they're going to look on their own. I'm going to push some of that back up. I think it looks pretty cool. Working my way around. Oh, Alan.
What?
Talking to Cassie?
Hmm?
You talking to Cassie?
Yeah.
She's still here?
She's there, yeah.
She's so good. Cassie started doing, she's on our design team. She's so talented, and she has started doing some watercolor videos on our YouTube channel. And she's doing some monthly. So be on the lookout for those. And I would love it, please, if you watch them and if you like them, please let her know. It's always so nice, you know, when we see comments from people if you like what we're doing. And that lets us know that you want to see more as well. So pretty. Here we go. I don't talk as much, I realize, when I'm painting as much as like when I'm coloring with my Copics. I think I tend to kind of zone out, and I think this requires a little more focus from me. Push some of that up. I love some of these colors. Look how it dries. Like when it dries is when you see all the other colors come through. You kind of see like blacks and blues in there. It's just stunning. You guys are going to freak out when I cut into this. Yes, I'm going to cut into it. I'm going to leave that chunky little dark area there and see what happens with it. That's what I think is kind of fun with this, is just kind of leaving some of it. It is ethereal. It's so cool. I like leaving some of the areas with like a big chunk of the paint just to see what it's going to do, how it's going to dry. With this paint, anyway, because it has so many colors in it. It's really funky. So this really, honestly, I think this is like the fastest watercolor painting with this, with their paints. It's so amazing. Let's see, we got some chunkiness in there with the colors. I think it's, hopefully it'll look good when it's done. All right, I'm going to skip that one for right now. I did miss a little section right here with some color. I didn't want to leave it just white. I'm going to go back to this one here. And let's see how we do. So this one is in two pieces. There's bits that are right up there underneath that petal. But right now, I'm just going to kind of get this area here. Move this around, just kind of get that water in, get it moving, and then just kind of pull it through. I didn't want it to be so solid. This is where I'm like, I'm so bad at leaving it alone. Terrible at leaving it alone. I always want to go back in and play with it. And then I'm sorry every time I do it. Needs a little water. Getting a little dry there. So sorry.
It dries that quickly, huh?
Well, I didn't mix a lot of paint in it to begin with. Pull some of that out. Push it back up. Yeah, I didn't mix a lot in it to begin with. So, I guess, yeah. I got one over here that I didn't deal with. Oops. Yeah, let's get a little water in. Like, where do I put my hand to rest my hand on? Put some color here. Let me bring it down the side a little bit. All right. And then there we go. And I've got this one down here. Right there. Little one.
You
What?
haven't given anything away yet.
Oh, we haven't done a giveaway yet?
No.
Oh, what am I thinking? You know what we should do?
What should we do?
Let's see. I had an idea, but I can't think of who sings it.
I had an idea, but I forgot it already.
No, I forgot who sings it. That's the problem. I didn't know the answer to my question. How do I ask a question when I don't know the answer? That wouldn't be fair.
When you see it, right?
I don't know.
It never stopped you before, right?
I have one. We're going to do a quiz. So let me a little quiz. I know the answer.
Okay.
And this isn't the song. It's a comedian that said, what comedian said back in the day, this was like in the 80s,
Oh.
it's my potty and I'll cry if I want to.
Oh.
What comedian was part of his act? The winner is going to get a $10 gift certificate to LDRS Creative.
I don't even know the answer.
It's
to that.
my potty, not party. It's my potty, P-O-T-T-Y, and I'll cry if I want to. I'm going to look and see who gets that first. My name is Tommy. No, Bobby. It's Bobby. My name is Bobby.
Is that a clue?
Every time I have to, and something about, every time I have to go to the potty, I cry. And then he said, it's my potty and I'll cry if I want to.
Well, I know.
It's not Weird Al. It's not Eddie Murphy.
It's not Carlin.
It's not Carlin. Nope. George Carlin. Nope. It's not Jerry Lewis. Nope.
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
Wendy Gift got it. It was Howie Mandel. Wendy Gift won a $10 gift certificate to LDRS Creative. So Wendy, please let me know. Send us an email to customerservice@ldrscreative.com. Let us know that you guessed Howie Mandel.
Or Howard
Or-
Mandel.
She was close. I knew what she meant. I knew what she meant. She was right. Okay, so from here, I'm going to do some of this yellow kind of now. I thought it would be fun to kind of bring some yellow into this, into the centers, and I think I'm going to bring some onto some of these thinner leaves I was thinking. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring it up in here. Might be weird if I don't do these green, but I want to get yellow in there too. So we're going to, it's okay, don't worry. You still won, Wendy. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's a lot. It doesn't go back in. It's like a bad glue bottle when you open it, and this stuff you don't want to lose this stuff.
You don't want to take that stuff on an airplane.
You do not want to waste this stuff. This is like liquid gold. All right, let me see if I'm going to like this color. Bring this out. Is it going to get yellowy?
You got somewhere to put it? Do you need some watercolor?
I don't know. It's looking very orangey to me. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. No.
You need some watercolor.
No, I don't. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put some here and just a little. I'm going to go very, very light with it. And then I'm going to move it out and see how it goes. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to like this. I don't like it. Okay.
The green?
Huh? And look at all that. I don't like that. I don't like the color with this. It's too orangey. I should have tested first. Cassie. Oh, what does Cassie say? Yeah, put it into half pans. That's a very good idea. Put it on, then dab it off with a paper towel. Let me see if I can put some water on it and dab it off with a paper towel and get yellow. Right now I'm just removing it entirely. All right, so let's try what Cassie just said, 'cause I don't like it right now. So we'll try what she said. I'll put it on, dab it off, and get yellow. See, this is what happens when you have somebody who's experienced with it. No, I still don't like it. It looks brown.
It's yellowish brown. It's yellowish brown.
I don't like
I
it.
like the green.
Yeah, I'm not loving it at all. I'm not loving it at all. Okay, so I wish I had done that. You know what? I'll put that on something else because I'll be able to reconstitute that over and over. I'll put that on something else. Let's see. I think I'm just going to go green. I'm going to go safe. I'm going to go green. Yeah, Barbara said it looks brown on camera. I agree. I don't really love it. All right, so let's get this green going again, and we'll just continue with it. Because I like the green. So that's what we will do. See, that's how you know, like, it's real, right? When I'm messing things up, we know it's real because Angie screwed it up. She wouldn't screw it up on purpose, right? I'll have to fix that one once it's dry. There we go. I think I might do these little things here in purple.
Is that, are those buds there?
Yeah, those are buds there. And I'll get those. I just went way out of the lines. Push that back up. Nope. There we go. There we go. And I am going to get like this. This I'm going to do, and this I'm going to do right here. Just these little bits. go. Sorry, I know I should be talking more. It's a tiny little bit. Push that back a bit. Oh, now the whole thing is, yeah. I'm gonna dab that one off. New spot. There we go. My brush might be a little bit too large for this little spot here, so there we go. That looks better. Much better. Okay. Get a little bit in here. I like to work with one tiny little area at a time too. I try not to put paint into too many places at one time, because I don't want it to start to dry. Okay, I'll leave that. I'm going to come back to this one and see if we can fix what I did wrong. That looks a little better. Whew. Now we got a few more. We have one little leaf here and then these three. I'm going to get some on this one. There we go. Two more, and then we have two more little buds that we have to do. And then we're going to make a card. Actually, we have three more of these. There's one. Two. Clean that off, and I'm going to go back in the other direction just to move it back a bit. And then I have this one right here, which is kind of like which way is, I think I'm going to do it this way, the darker area here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of purple on that one, and then I'm going to do these two buds here purple as well. And then I think I'm going to be done with the painting. Nobody's commenting, nobody's saying anything. You guys still there? Oh, Nora says, I really like the size of the stamp, especially since I designed 5x7 cards only. All right. Yeah, I wanted something that was going to be more versatile, that could be used on larger cards like 5x7s, and would also work beautifully on, you know, if you wanted to do, like, use it in scrapbook pages for a background or something. So I'm just kind of mixing up some of that purple right now that I have there. I'm going to put a little bit of that there and just pull some of that through. Way too much. I like how dark it is in there. But I'm going to move over to the other one real quick. And move like into the center here. There we go. There we go. Get some of that out of there. Okay. Leaving little bits of white just for some little highlights. Like there's a little green there, but I'm not gonna bother getting it. Little dab here, dab, dab. And I'm just gonna get that with a tiny bit of water. Oh, there we go. Leaving those little tips kind of some of it there. I'm going to move some of that out so you can see that purple. It doesn't just look dark. There we go, a little bit. Get some more purple. Don't need a lot here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, nicely got it right there in the green. That's always lovely. I don't like what I'm doing.
Stop doing it.
Ah. I know, this is what happens when I fuss. I gotta stop fussing with it. Like #1 rule, stop fussing. And I can't. I don't know what's wrong with me. See, it's not just you, it's everyone. Remove some of that. Little area here is going to make me crazy. There, that blended better, I think. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that. I do need, I need some sort of a yellow in the middle. So I'm going to try. It says opal yellow, EM233. I'm starting to think I might need another color. Let's see what we have in here, because there's no yellows in here. Okay. 233. So let's see what we have. This one says yellow. I think this time I'm going to get a piece of paper to test on first. I think that's a good idea this time. Oh, actually, you know what? I have a little piece here. I can test on this. Okay. Let me just get... I don't know, man.
That looks dark.
It looks very dark. Let me play with this for a moment. This one does have some yellow in it, I can see. So let's just see. See, look how that is. Ooh. See, the yellow is kind of underneath there. Not loving that. I don't think that's going to do it for me. I don't know. What paper did I grab here? I mean, I can see it a little bit in there, but not enough. Okay, so, ooh. I need something else in the centers. Can we change this water? I don't think this water is very healthy anymore. Will you do me a favor? Yeah, let me see. No, there's no yellows in there. No, let's move this. Oh, don't go in there.
Move this.
Move that. I've got more paint in here.
Cool.
What's in here? I don't want to open one of those. Let's go back here. No, hold on. Everybody, I'm just trying to grab another yellow. I have some Daniel Smiths here. Let me see. I don't want to open one of these. Let me go with... I'll go with one of these because I actually have other paints somewhere. Where are they? I don't know where they are. Okay, let's just kind of play here and see what we've got. So, let's get this thing out of here. This one just kind of fell. So this is in the pan, so we'll go with this and see what we get. Alan got me some water.
Want to test it first?
Yes, I do. So Alan got me some water. And let's see where we land here. I think that's going to be better. Don't you think? We'll just go with this now. I actually kind of want to get like a lot of, I don't think these are going to, clean that brush. I don't need a whole lot of this. And I kind of want to get some yellow into those centers, like back in the background too. Like, I'm just going to kind of put that all in there, and we'll see how this comes out. Because I kind of want the whole thing to kind of be yellow and have little bits of white in there. So I'm just going to kind of go full center with that. Because the whole center of the flower is actually yellow. And then maybe I can do something a little with maybe in the rust or orangey or something like that. At the base of each of these little bits. But at least I get this yellow all the way everywhere. So the whole center is yellow. I'm probably adding way too much water, but I want to move on with the rest of the card. How about you? See if I can leave a little bit of white in there too. And then we'll just do this one. I don't like how that looks. It's always nice when you don't like the work you're doing. You know, you're like midway through and you're going, I don't like that. But I might just be able to cut that out because I'm not going to use this entire thing anyway. This is something where I could end up getting two different cards if I do this right. What other colors do I have in here? I have this kind of orangey yellow here. I'm going to play with that one a little bit. It's like a little bit brighter. Let me get this on camera here. I don't think I can. I'm running out of space. It's really bright. too much. Way too much. I'm just going to kind of show off, brighten those up a bit with that darker color. So it ends up looking a little two-tone in the center. Oh, great. And let me get the brush that I just knocked off the table. I am like clumsy today. What is happening to me?
No. I got you covered today. Don't worry about it.
You know what you could do while I'm, well, actually, we'll get there. I need you to do some die cutting. So I'm just putting like some really bright, like darker, almost orange little bits in here. I'm not even going to blend these in. I'm going to leave some of these just really bright, just so that they kind of stand out more against that yellow that we put in the background. A little water,
I have
please.
a question.
You have a question?
Yeah, it's for a giveaway.
Okay, what's your question for a giveaway?
What is the one animal we can't have where we live?
Oh, that's a good question. Does anybody remember? This is for a giveaway.
Somebody has to know.
Yep, you have to be able to tell us what is the one animal that we are not allowed to have where we live. I mentioned this in a live a few weeks ago. There's one animal that we are not allowed, only one that
That's not
told,
me.
but we were told we could not have. All right, here's the water, Alan, if you will take care of that. I'm looking. This is for a $10 gift certificate. First one to get it. The one animal that we're told we cannot have. Nope, not a chicken. I'm looking. Lion. We're not, I would imagine we're not allowed to have one, but we were not specifically told we couldn't have one. The one animal we're told we cannot have. Not a lion, not a bird, not a chinchilla. Ooh, snake? No, not a snake.
An outdoor animal.
Not a ferret. Alan, can you rinse these?
What am I doing with those?
Rooster! Wendy got it again! Wendy got it again. It's a rooster. Wendy, you won another $10 gift certificate. Congratulations. Goodness, it was Wendy last time, right?
Yep.
Awesome. So let me know in an email that you guessed a rooster. Fantastic. Congratulations. Yeah, Lori. She says I should ask my husband. It was actually our association. We don't really technically have an association here. That was from like, I don't know, 100 years ago. Maybe not that long. But anyway. Yep. Okay, so now look at this little mess here. All right. Can you get me something like damp? Yeah. I wish I had put that on something, but I'm just going to clean it. I'm going to have to deal with this properly for next time, but I'm not going to do it now. Okay, so we're going to finish this up. Who wants to finish a card? Raise your hand. Me.
I don't.
Give me something to clean that up, honey.
Oh,
That's what I just asked you to do.
You're going to do that later.
No, I will properly prep these paints for the next time instead of doing it how I'm doing it. Okay. So what else do we have here? Let me see. Let me get all my stuffs out. Thank you. Oh. What?
Comes out pretty good.
It does. It all comes off. Ooh, what a mess. Oh, there goes that lovely reddish orange. Isn't this yucky? Oh, yuck. Here, take that. Here, take that, I said.
You know what that reminds me of?
Having a baby,
No.
an infant, cleaning up that mess.
When we were at that grocery store that time,
What? We're at a grocery store, and what happened?
very, very early on. I think we were married.
People can't hear you. You have to talk louder.
No, you don't remember that, huh? Nino Salvaggio's. You don't remember that?
No. I remember we were at a grocery store once, and you handed, or I picked up a jar, and there was a big gargantuan cockroach on the top of it. But it was a jar, and I was afraid if I dropped it, because I'm terrified, and I screamed. I was afraid if I dropped it, it was just going to go everywhere.
And then you tried to hand it.
I tried to hand it to you. That is the story then. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have Alan do some die cutting while I'm doing other stuff with this card. So he's going to die cut the words for me, and we're going to try and wrap this up by 8:30.
8:30. How about 8:20? 8:15.
Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to end up using the shadow die or not, but what I want you to do is cut the enjoy the journey out of black.
Okay. Once, twice, 3 times.
We should probably go at least twice. So we have the enjoy, the, and journey. And Alan's going to cut these at least twice so that I can stack them. All right, please.
Okay.
Thank you. You're going to probably maybe need this tool. We'll see. All right, so here's my thinking. I'm going to adhere. So I got my card base, which is top folding, A2. I've got my 2 modern trellis cover plates, which are very garden-y, right? And we have a garden. Isn't that gorgeous? I almost don't want to cut into that. Oh, I don't want to cut into it, but I'm going to. I'm planning on cutting into it, yes.
Why don't you just put the white one over it?
Put the white over it? Like that? No, I'm not going to do that. That's not in my plan. But I know once I paint this thing, I'm like, I don't want to cut it. I don't want to cut it. But I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it. It's dried. Got it. I know. I don't have one of those little tips to put on these, so I just roll with it. I don't have the patience for all of that stuff, to be honest with you. I think these are running out. Here we go. Took these to an event, the event that we did in California. So, not sure how much adhesive I actually have in them left. Just kind of do this every so often here and there. So it'll adhere. Let's see. All right, that should be enough. Here, one to the other. Move them around. This is why you use liquid adhesive, because I will never line them up perfectly the first shot. Okay, so. All right, so here's where's my reverse tweezers?
That cut so nice.
It cut really nicely?
Yeah,
Did it pop right out?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is very delicate.
Yeah.
But Alan said it cut beautifully, which does not surprise me. We got good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. So there's I've done it twice. I don't know if you're I don't think you'll have to do it a third time. Oh, you only got one of each of the others now?
No,
Why are you cutting the other word?
Why do those look different?
Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is trimming this, a piece of this. I kind of like having more purple like that. And kind of just cutting some of this here, but I don't know if I want to lose that much of it. If I go like this, all right, so I'm going to trim the edge of this off. I'm going to cut into this. Oh, you do all that work and then you cut into it, right?
I'm not sure what you mean by cut into it.
See, there's so much. All right, I'm going to trim this edge off just a wee bit here. Just a little. And then I'm thinking, because what I'm thinking of doing is cutting, having this be, have a little bit of a black edge there. And then this is going to end up going over just part of this. So you'll see some of that trellis. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that it's going to be all together only about this amount of space, which is 1.5 inches. So you're not going to see a lot of these flowers. So 1.5 inches is here, minus a 16th, minus a 16th. So it's minus an 1/8. Make sure it's straight. That'll give me a 16th edge on it. Let me see if this is the side I want to do instead. 1.5 to here. No, because I don't have as much of the purple. Sorry. I'm just checking to see how much of the purple. This is seriously what I go through. This is how I do it when I'm going to do something. All right, we're going to make that cut, and then it's going to be terrifying, right? Ah! I just wanted a little bit of a border. That's all I wanted. But I wanted to paint the whole thing, because then I can use that for something else. And then I cut it way too small. Isn't that great? Isn't my measuring is really good. So we're going to go smaller because I did not measure right. And this one is not, what size is this? Oy vey, I'm losing my mind. Did I do 1.5? I must have been at 1 3/4. Oh well, it'll still work out. But this seems like it's longer. Or this isn't as long. Let me see which one fits. Oh my goodness, I'm so stuffed up. And this one is a wee bit too long. No, that's good too. All right, so this one, I actually measured this one. Is right here. So this one needs to be 1.5 for the black. Oh my goodness, people. I am so sorry, everybody. I was literally off by 1/4 inch. Losing my mind. Let's see if I did it right this time. I did. So we have our little border, our little trim, and I'm going to tape that down. Actually, do I want to? No, I'm not going to pop that up. Have you ever seen me make so many mistakes in one single night?
Yes.
Really? Have you?
Sure we have.
Oh. It's a lot of mistakes tonight. But this is what happens. Sometimes we have on days, sometimes we have off days. And look, see, it is. It's a tiny little bit longer. It drives me bonkers. I was going to trim that with my, I don't have scissors. Where's my scissors? You know what, my scissors, they're from when we went to, can you get me a pair of scissors over there? I don't have my scissors because they're from, honey, look up there where all the scissors are in the big jar of scissors.
Oh, here.
Oh my goodness.
Are those
Okay, yeah, these are good. No, because when we went to California, I still have one bag that I haven't emptied yet. There we go. So just trim those, and it has my scissors in it because I couldn't take my scissors on the plane. Okay, so here is my plan. Let's see. This, which I think I just had the glue dry on it, is going to go to, And then right down this side. I'm just going to go across these two crossways here in the center. There we go. And then that I want on my card base to fit nicely. My little trellis. So that works. And then my plan was to have this just go like on the side, which I thought was kind of pretty. And then I'm going to have the words there. So this goes, ooh, look at with that little white stitching off to the side. That's kind of pretty. I like that white stitching. We're going to go with that. So I'm going to leave the white stitching. Come on, you. I'm going to go like this. And honestly, I don't know where it's going to hit, where it's going to touch. I'm just going to put a bunch. Yeah, blame it on the cough drops.
Oh, was I supposed to get you a cough drop?
You did get me a cough drop earlier. I took it. It actually helped me tremendously, so thank you. So that goes there. Let me just kind of line this up so it's straight. There we go. See, isn't that kind of pretty? That's how I envision it in my head. I'm glad I like it. Always glad I like it, because I never know from one thing
Next time we cut
to
it
the
out
next
first.
if I'm going to like what I'm actually planning or crafting. What'd you say?
Next time we cut the strip first.
You know what? I actually like it this size. I think if I had cut it an extra 1/4 of an inch. See, this is where it's kind of like, you know, maybe it was a good mistake.
What I mean is, next time we cut the piece of paper, then color it.
Oh, no. No. No, no, no. All right, let's see. Line this up. Enjoy the journey. Get everything lined up properly. All that glue will dry clear, so I'm not worried about it. And then let's get some adhesive on this one. It's kind of here and there. It doesn't have to be on every single little bit. It just has to be enough that it holds. Slide this into place. There we go. Enjoy the journey. Pretty. All right, so then this has got a little piece, oopsie, little piece of the die cut that didn't come off there properly. So we'll have journey, the, and enjoy.
It's nice.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on here. I'm going to line that up. Try and make it straight. It's always good when your sentiment is straight. Let me check it. Enjoy. That looks good. And then the. Thank you. I like the font too. It's really pretty. These really scripty fonts, you know, they can be a little trying sometimes when you're, you know, doing some of this delicate die cutting with them. But I'll tell you, it is really worth it. They're so beautiful. So then the next fun thing will be trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that last little bit of watercolor floral that I have left. Enjoy the journey. This could be even a beautiful graduation card with graduations coming up, right? someone who's graduating from high school or college or whatever it is, and they're going to be starting a whole new adventure. Do you like it, Alan?
Yeah, it's great.
Didn't that come out cool?
Yeah.
That little bit of floral. And then I still have a whole piece here. I could trim it and make another card, or I could do something entirely different with it. And we have that little bit of trellis behind there. I like it. I think it came out really pretty. I'm very happy with it. Yay! What?
I thought you were going to cut the whole thing with the trellis die.
You thought I was going to cut the whole thing with the trellis die?
That's what I thought you were saying.
Oh my goodness, no.
No, I'm like,
Oh, my, no. No. Okay, let's go back to the front.
that might
Yay.
be interesting.
Well, I think it turned out. Do you guys like it? I'm actually really happy with it. I'm really pleased with that. I love it. I think that one's a keeper. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I honestly, an hour and a half, and so many of you have stayed with me. So thank you so much. I'm sorry we went over tonight, but I hope you enjoyed it. Congratulations to our winners, from tonight, or winner. Yes, our winner tonight. Congratulations, Wendy. And again, thank you everybody for joining. We will be back. We'll be back next week, right?
As far as I know.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. I have no idea what I'm going to be crafting with yet. But we're going to try and make it fun, and we'll try and make it, in an hour. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the watercoloring, too. I love watercoloring. My mouth isn't working. Okay, everybody, have a great evening. Have a fantastic weekend. And we will see you guys back here next